Memorable day, and welcome back to another episode of From the Coach's Desk. I'm Dave Warden with Triumph Coaching Group, and if you're a returning viewer, we're excited to have you back. But if you're new here, you have just stepped into a gold mine of business strategies that we cover every single week on this series, From the Coach's Desk. And on today's episode, we're going to demystify customer acquisition costs, or commonly referred to as CAC, which is a critical metric that can transform your business's profitability. So sit tight, grab your favorite cup of coffee, and grab a notebook to take some notes, and let's dive into it. So first, as I mentioned, CAC is not just any metric. It truly is the linchpin of your marketing and your sales success. So picture this. For every dollar that you spend on acquiring customers, how much are you actually spending per customer? And what is your return on investment? This is what CAC tells you about your spending. It's calculated by dividing your total marketing and sales expenses by the number of new customers that you acquire in any specific time period. But let's break it down a little further with an example, shall we? So imagine that you spend $10,000 last quarter on acquiring 100 new customers. Your CAC in that instance is going to be $100 per customer. Seems simple, right? But the real question comes in is that $100 truly going the distance? So in our last episode, we talked about customer lifetime value, or CLV. If you haven't seen that episode, I'm going to put a card up here in the video. Make sure you watch it. But how do you link that to CAC? So let's imagine, close your eyes for a second. Let's imagine that you're fishing. You're on your favorite ocean in your beachfront. You're out on the pier. Imagine that CAC, or customer acquisition cost, this is the cost of your fishing rod and the bait that you have to buy in order to attract the fish. While, in the same instance, the CLV, or customer lifetime value, is the size of the fish that you catch. Obviously, in this scenario, you want your fish, or the revenue from each customer, to be more than what you spent on the rod and the bait, right? But the key is to ensure that for every dollar you spend on acquiring a customer, that you're earning back multiple dollars over the customer's lifetime. Minimally, you want this to be at least 3 to 4 times. So let's say your average customer spends $500 over the lifetime of your business. If your CAC is only $100, that's a significant return. But if you're spending $400 to acquire that same customer, it may be time to rethink your strategy and look at ways to either reduce your CAC or look at ways to increase the customer lifetime value. And when we talk about reducing your customer acquisition costs, we're not just talking about cutting costs. It's about smart spending and really targeted acquisition. So let's look at a few strategies. First, identify who are your most profitable customers. By understanding your target audience, whether they're B2B, so you're advertising to other businesses, or they're B2C, so you're advertising directly to consumer, you really need to understand who your target market is. And this will help you streamline your marketing efforts. Also, you need to understand, where are you marketing at that's most efficient? Is it social media? Is it email marketing? Or maybe it's even performing in-person events. Wherever your customers are and where their attention is, you need to be there with your marketing materials. So by focusing your marketing dollars on these high return channels, you can then increase your customer lifetime value while decreasing your customer acquisition costs because you're more effective. You can also think of ways to think of partnerships or referral programs, as these, along with word of mouth, are very powerful and can come at a lower cost than typical marketing and advertising mediums. So how do you improve your conversion rate once you start spending on customers? Because obviously, the more you can convert a lead or a hot lead into a customer, the lower your customer acquisition cost is going to be, because you're going to be able to churn in new customers. So imagine that improving your conversion rate is similar to fixing leaks in a bucket, right? You obviously want to try and save every single drop of water before it runs out. And in this case, every potential customer to count. You don't want to lose your potential customers or the leads to drop out of your funnel or your bucket. So things to consider when you're thinking about your conversion rate is how friendly is your website? Are your call to actions really clear and easy to understand from the customer side? Are you using customer testimonials effectively? Do you have them prominent on your website or in any of your marketing materials? And then also, let's not think and forget about your A and B testing, because understanding what one advertisement may work and another doesn't, that truly allows you to understand where your medium and where your marketing focus should be. Have you ever received an advertisement where you had a code in the bottom left or right hand corner and you didn't know what that meant? Well, really, what that is, it's the business testing each individual design and medium and method where their advertisement's going out to figure out which one's the most effective. So every single one is a different code. It's a way for the business to gather the data efficiently and effectively from any and all customers who purchase through that advertisement. And this leads us into data. Data is truly going to be your compass in the vast sea of marketing and advertising. Without it, you're really truly sailing blind. Being able to track your marketing efforts allows you to really see what's working and what's not. So are you using any tools similar to like Google Analytics or Microsoft? Are you tracking the customer journey? So from the moment that they submit their information till the time that they become a customer and they leave you, are you tracking that journey to figure out where's there ways where you can improve that is going to reduce the amount of money that you're spending on the acquisition side, as well as how can you increase the customer lifetime value? These things aren't really about just numbers. They're about stories. What story is your data telling you about your customers and their journey within your business? By understanding this, you can then make informed decisions, tailor your marketing efforts, and ensure that every dollar that you spend is a dollar well spent. So as we wrap up, I want you to think about your current customer acquisition costs. How does it compare to your CLV or your customer lifetime value? Again, if you haven't seen that episode from last week, it's going to be right up here. Are there areas that you've just identified where you can make improvements? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I'd love to interact with each and every one of you, and we'd love to hear any ideas that you have for any future episodes as well. So remember, understanding and managing your customer acquisition cost is crucial for maximizing your marketing ROI and ensuring the sustainable growth of your business. Thank you for spending a part of your day with me here. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button for more of these advanced strategies that are going to help you transform your business. And make sure you hit the like button and click the notification bell so that you get notified every single time when we release a new video every day, Monday through Saturday, for you and your business and how you can be more successful. On next week's episode, we're going to be talking about more ways that you can implement customer lifetime value and reduce your customer acquisition cost to transform your business as you get started here in 2024. So until the next time, if you're going through anything, please keep your head up, keep pushing forward. You'll make it through. And until then, I'll see you in the next one.